Did you know that you can turn leaves into plates? In Western countries, many street vendors use disposable dishes. However, the plastic takes hundreds of years to break down. German company Leaf Republic wanted to change that. The startup invented a new disposable dish made of leaves. The leaves are harvested in India and sewn into mats. Back in Germany, they're being pressed into plates and bowls. The dishes are as stable as plastic ones, but completely biodegradable. Leaf Republic is quite successful. Demand is even bigger than what they can supply.
Do you like that? If you're also doing your bit, tell us about it. Visit our website or send us a tweet. #DoingYourBit. We share your stories.
It's amazing that no palm tree needs to be cut down to produce these plates. Well, in Africa, people are also fighting to protect their trees and forests. The nomadic Hadza people of northern Tanzania have lived in a scrub forest region for thousands of years, but their way of life is under threat. Other ethnic groups that farm and raise livestock are competing with them for land and are cutting down the forest. Now the Hadza are turning to modern technology for help. So why don't we have a look at how GPS can help local people preserve their way of life?
In the remote Yaida Valley, the Hadza people have lived like this for 10,000 years. They still depend on the forest for hunting meat and gathering fruits, and even whistling to birds, which lead them to honey. But today, their land is under threat, and to protect it, they're turning to modern technology.
We hate it. We don't like to see the trees cut down like this.
Ezekiel Filippo is one of the Hadza's forest guards who patrol the area looking for signs of damage. His team uses GPS satellite tracking to collect evidence of the destruction.
We use tools to record where we have been on patrol, and we take pictures. If we come across an area where someone has destroyed trees, we take a picture on the GPS device and it records the location.
The problem is the competition for this land. Other tribes need space for farming and cattle grazing, and in places that means the natural habitat is completely destroyed.
You can see the state of it. It is devastating. The way they are farming this land. Now where are the Hadza people going to live?
When I was a child, all of this was thick forest. There were lots of animals, and this area was especially good for collecting honey. It hurts my soul to see it now.
To stop the destruction, it is now illegal to cut down trees on Hadza land. And where the patrols find damage, they can arrest or report the offenders, who will face a fine.
When it happened that there is someone establishing maybe settlement or a piece of farm or a boma, that is an illegal issue. So the Walinzi Wajadi or village game scout using GPS picture to prepare the report that will be sent to the village governments to take a legal step against this issue because it is not allowed.
The project is funded by the Global Carbon Credit Scheme, where businesses offset their emissions by contributing money to projects that reduce carbon. The villages are given payments twice a year of thousands of dollars. And the patrols also work with other tribes in the area to voice their concerns about the environment. There are now just under 1,000 Hadza people left in this area, thought to be among the last hunter-gatherers in the world.
This, everything you can see below me here, is the land of the Hadza people. This is where we live. This is where we get our meat and our honey. This is what we call home. I feel very happy when I see how we have looked after this beautiful land. Before, when I saw the land being destroyed, I hated it. But now that I see it being protected, I feel very happy.
Now let's have a look around in Kenya. Did you know that 95% of the waste in Nairobi is reusable, but less than 10% is actually recycled? There are no municipal glass collection containers, so recycling glass here is especially rare. But a German woman in Nairobi has tried to change that. She's turning old glass into art.
Everything in this village is recycled. All the cement, steel, and especially the glass. Artisans tinkering away in the workshops of Kitengela Glass here in Nairobi have transformed this place into a magical landscape. The ideas sprang from the imagination of Nani Koza. The German first came to Kenya 40 years ago to do biological fieldwork under renowned animal researcher Konrad Lorenz, and she's been here ever since. Not long after she arrived, Nani lost interest in her chosen profession, so she started earning a living making church windows.
My dentist needs a mirror. I got trained in England for 3 weeks, and it wasn't enough. I then trained myself and trained the people around me, and slowly we found out that it's too expensive to import all this glass. We have to make our own, and that's when the recycling started.
There's no municipal glass recycling programs in Nairobi, so Koza established her own collection system. Several times a week, her staff picks up waste glass from businesses and restaurants. They don't weigh the glass they bring to Kitengela. It isn't worth much in this state. But added up, it's a mountain of material. Glass starts to turn into molten liquid at about 1,000 degrees Celsius. Simon Meja has been at Kitengela Glass for 20 years. It was Koza who first taught him how to work with glass. Glass production is quite expensive. That's why it's an environmentally sound idea to melt it down and reuse it.